Hey, where'd you go? God damn it. See? All right. Here we go. So I'm going to take this one as, let's say, the center line of the building. Control, drag out. That one, control, drag out. What do we want the size to be? I'm going to say 30 feet wide, so 15 feet that side and 15 feet this side. I know it's probably wider than that. And let's say alt, oh, not alt, control. And I'm just going to make this an increment that I can divide easy by 4. We'll go 50, 50, 50. No, we'll go, we'll do a lot of them. No, I'm going to do a lot of them. Let's do 60. No, I'm going to do 40. Okay. All right. So I got like back, front, side, center line. Why do we need the center line later? Because the center line helped us find the roof, right? Now I don't even have to make the line because I know I got a plane right in the middle. So the other 2 planes are on each side. All right. So what do we do here? We did reference line. And if you jump to plan really quick, you can just go, oh yeah, I just want, give me reference line here to there and there to there. And then I was like, oh, I want to grab those, control copy. And, oh, I didn't do the thing yet. What's the height that we want to use? 20, that sounds good. Thank you, student. I already copied it, so now I could say paste to level 2. And I got the ones directly above. Yeah, I just did it for I can't modify it. I can only modify it a little bit here. Does that make sense? Because right now I can only go in and grab the end of this line and move it. You probably want to have more fun with it. So let's do that whole thing again. I'm going to go into plan. And I'm going to go reference spline. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Control copy. Paste to second level. Okay. All right. Now I got top and bottom. Now this was a little bit of silliness, is that you can't project off of a divided node. So I actually have to just drop a point, drop one right in the middle, drop another one somewhere, drop one right in the middle, drop another one somewhere. And now I'm going to grab this one and say 0.75. Okay, well, I'm going to say 0.25 because I want that other end. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this one and say 0.75. Wait, did I just do that again? Yeah, no, that's good. Okay, so those are 0.75, 0.25, right in the middle, right? Doom, doom, doom. Yep. I just set those to 25 and those to 75. So the 2 on the back are at 25. So they're all facing the same. They must be facing the same way, right? Because they're not at the same. Or are they both set at 75 and they're both looking to the other side? No, they're both looking the same way because that's 25, that's 25, that's 25. So they have to be looking the same way. Now I'm going to start with, so we're going to have in at the point, out at the point, in, right? So I'm going to go point, SW, tab, that one, drop. Okay. SW, I can skip the middle one, tab there. I mean, not the middle, but the 2, SW, tab. Okay. And I'm just going to randomly pull this off in the middle. Grab that one, pull it off that way. Or which way? I want it to go out first. I want it to be like the one I drew on the board. So it goes out, in, out. I'm just visualizing really quick, right? There's my sine wave.
That opposite of your one on
No, outside.
Close out and on the bottom.
Yeah, see, yes. Now I'm gonna do right the opposite on this side, SW. So I have tried to copy, like if I would have just dragged the other ones over, you then have to I guess we could test a couple things. I'm just not going to do it in this recording. What happens is when you if I make this point hosted on that point, but then I grab this whole thing and I move it or copy it, the reference doesn't stay. So then you have to retell it to pay attention to that surface. Like it does copy everything over there, but the intelligence of it doesn't always copy. It's just one of those things. So this is why I'm doing it twice. But we want those to be parameters, right? So I'm going to say, hey, look, I'm going to make a new parameter. And what are the two different ways I could make a parameter? I could grab this point and I could touch on the little box over here, right? I could say make a parameter. I could also just say, hey, I need to make a new parameter. And say outside wave. And then I'm going to make a new one that says, yeah, inside wave. And I'm going to put 5 feet here, and then I'm going to put negative inside wave. Control copy. Negative Control V. Apply. Okay. So let's see which direction is positive and negative. If I say, let's see if this is actually inside wave. I just should have said positive and negative inside wave. Oh, that one worked out. So inside wave was inside wave. I'm going to grab this one, this one, this one, and this one, and tell them all to be outside wave. Yay. Nope. Okay, I got to flip those two. So because the lines. So these are going to want to be, so I just should have said, inside wave. Should have said positive and negative wave, and then I could have. Yeah, this one still needs to be inside wave, right? No, that is right. All good, right? All right. So now we could test that really quick, and I'm just going to grab this and say, what happens if I put 8 feet? Wow, my head is not working there. That was funny. Okay, they all moved. Look good. 5 feet. Okay. Now I'm going to set up the other thing. We can actually, we'll test that whole idea of the relationship here. I'm going to go into 3D level. I'm just going to sweep and grab all of this, which is grabbing the lower level 2 and not, and say copy from there to there. Okay. And now let's watch what happens when I do, let's see if they all move. If I put this back to, let's say 1 foot. Oh, it kept it. So that could have saved some time. I have had that break. That makes sense. You see what I'm saying? I just copied the whole thing over, which is great. You'd have to reverse the numbers, but I have had those, the logic break. So that one in the middle moved also. So that's great. That makes sense. So you could do it that way. But now we need to change them anyways because we need these to be in different locations, right? So I'm going to grab this, delete and delete. And low here, it's going to be up a little bit here, and it's going to be the highest point here. So I'm going to, that SW, tab, tab, tab. There we go. U, okay. SW, tab, tab, okay. SW, tab. SW, tab, tab. Oh, nope, wrong one. So these are going to be the highest. I'm just going to set this to the big wave. Let's see if it's outside. That's positive. Nope, that went negative. So I'm going to go inside wave. Okay. So I'm going to make the points that come off this. I'm going to make another parameter that's just half inside. So new wave, and I'm going to say half height. And I'm going to say inside wave, control copy, control V divided by 2. Okay. And I'm going to set this back up to 5 feet so we can see the stuff working. Okay. Was that? Yeah, just a type. Yeah, because types can be still driven. They're just going to be the same whenever they're not changing every time. So I'm grabbing this one and control that one, and I'm telling them to be half height. Okay. Now, the center wave was not as big as the full wave here. I'm doing that because I just was doing it quickly. It was actually half height. So if we wanted to do it, actually, let's do it right. I think it's about half the height. The depth of the roof was about half of the wave. Actually, but it's close. Let's just leave it where it is. Let's just leave it where it is. The wave is big right now. I might calm it down. I'm going to take it down to like 4 feet because it's a bit much right now. I can tell I'm losing my points. Let's do 3 feet. Okay. So let's draw this out. We've got reference spline, 3D snap. So got it there, got it there, got it there, got it there, got it there. Got it there, got it there. Up high, down lower, at the bottom, up and up. All right, that's all she wrote. Now, of course, it's not going to do it because it's just going to be a pain. And I'm going to have to lift one of them, I'm sure. Yep. Okay. So dumb, grabbing this one and just going, oh, yes, I'll make you okay by lifting you up that little tiny bit. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what you wanted. We just didn't understand. So this is, you can just grab it and drag it back down, and it usually snap when it hits the level or not. We can go in just an elevation and see it and go, hey, you right there. Okay, dumb, just what it is. I'm going to hide this really quick. Grab that one, control, grab this one, make surface, grab this one, control, make surface, hide, reset. Oh yeah. Okay. Loaded that directly into. Now, this could have just been done in place mass. In place mass is a little fussier to work in for those that are working on the projects right now. So this is the weird idea of where you choose to model the complex things. Because we could have just modeled that in place mass and then set it in there, or I model it the way I want here exactly and drop it in, right? 2 different ways of doing it. So. Cup. Yep. So in essence, what I have is one thing I would say, like, let's break it all. I would say, yeah, so it's like one wave, then the negative wave, and then half the wave. And half the wave was that one right there. I made that the full wave of that. So whatever this was going out, I did that up. And I did half that at this point, because in essence, this is half up and half down from the middle, right? And now we should be able to go 1 foot baby wave. I mean, I don't even care if you just do this for the second one, like you could just change. Right, we could just change the parameter and do that. I could do, what happens if I do 12 feet? They're gonna cross over each other and they might. It's a bow tie. Right. Um. Yep.